board. They followed state law, and state law, according to Mr. Lawyer over there, is we have to vote on this.
Correct. And what state law says is that the board has to vote on to fulfill the appointment, and the board will appoint the person recommended by the local political party's executive committee.
That has been done, so I'll ask for a motion.
I make the motion we accept
Second.
Will you accept Cindy Haynes,
as new board member,
new board member? We have a
District
second.
3.
District 3. Have a second by Anita Kern. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Participate?
No,
Good.
you don't need to.
Cindy, you want me to hold the Bible for you? Are you good?
Well, you'll need somebody to hold it because you're going to, well, I guess you can hold it one hand and raise it the other, but, okay.
Just like.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yay. Okay.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you, Cindy Haynes, solemnly swear that you will support and maintain the Constitution and the laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of your office as a member of the Iredell-Statesville Board of Education, so help you God?
I will.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'd like to nominate Cindy Haynes. Cindy Haynes has been nominated by Rhonda Hope. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a second by Kevin Angel. Are there any further nominations for Vice Chairman of the ISS Board of Education?
I nominate Ms. Kern.
Ms. Kern has been. We'll be voting by roll call. Please state the name of who you're voting for when I call your name. So I'm just going to go Mike over to front. So Mike Kubnik,
Ms. Kern.
Mrs. Haynes.
Anita Kern.
Anita Kern.
Yes, Chairman. I have a section for a recognition of CCTL. Underneath item number 6, number B, I guess we could call it B1 to make it easier on adjusting the agenda, but I would like to recognize, if here tonight, the archery student from North Iredell High School that just took a national placement in archery.
Okay. So archery student from North Iredell High School.
Yes, if he's here tonight. His coach should be also. Thank you.
Second.
Motion to approve. We have
Mr. Chair, are we voting on just the amendment?
Yeah, the amendment by the superintendent, I heard no other amendments, so this was
Okay.
going to be the approval of the
I
agenda.
was going to make a suggestion for amendment to the agenda.
So you have an amendment?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you want that? Okay, go ahead.
Did you want to adjudicate this one first, or how do we want to do it?
We can approve, go ahead,
I thought you had asked for a motion to approve the agenda
as,
as requested by the superintendent, after seeing no objection from the board. So why don't, Mr. Goodman, if you've got another amendment, why don't you go ahead?
you can pose that, and we'll, if we need to, we'll amend it to.
Okay, so was I basically late to saying something?
Yeah, it's, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, we can append if there's a, if we have a vote on it.
Okay. So I wanted to make an amendment to move the public comment section ahead in the agenda to after the school spotlight, and to add board member comments at the end of the meeting.
So we have an amendment to move public comments to end of the recognitions and to add board member comments at the end of the meeting. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? So what we'll do is we'll vote on this amendment individually, and how it goes, yea or nay, if need be, we'll append it to the previous motion. Is that clear? Okay.
Are we still open for discussion?
Yes.
My discussion would be, it makes sense not to have these people to waiting that long, because we're gonna have at least an hour of recognizations, and if we have the public comment and recognizing the kids back to back, and then the audience will pretty much be gone and be quiet. And, you know, it looks like we're putting the public off to the end. It's very difficult on them. As far as board member comment, I'm gonna say again, I like to hearing from each one of you, and I've got the time for it. We as elected to this position, if we don't have time to fulfill our positions and listen to each other, I mean, we're gonna resort to Facebook and social media, and I'm not on it, and I don't wanna get on it. So I'd rather just have my comments right here.
Okay, so that's, okay. Any other discussion? Yea or nay?
Mr.
Go ahead.
Chairman, I have no reservation about moving moving public comment up just based on the density of the agenda. I'm not going to vote for favor of board member comments at this time, but I just want to give that input.
You can, if that's correct, you could ask to amend the motion only. Am I correct?
So that they were combined in one.
Yeah.
motion. If there's no objection from the board, we can take them separate,
Okay.
instead of making this overly complicated.
Is there any objection of the board to taking them separately? Okay, so we'll just take them separately. We'll take them separately.
So we'll do public comment first,
Mm-hmm.
moving it to number 7, and then adding board comment second.
Okay.
Everybody understand that?
Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'm just giving the board advice, my job.
in public comment. I don't know that I would be against moving it. I just want to remind the board and all the training you've had, Jim Slaughter being the Southeastern parliamentarian that does most boards and congressmen when they take office, remember his training. So if you do move it, that's fine, but remember this, it is our meeting, the public is invited. It's not a public meeting where we're invited. So if you'll recall, I think the reason we moved it was all the horror stories we were going through with masking, and of course, having all that start your meeting out, set a negative tone for what we're here to do, and that's recognize our kids. So, I mean, placing it somewhere different than where it is, I don't think that's an issue, but the reason it was moved from the top of the agenda is we're here to celebrate our kids and what the schools are doing, not to be here for the public to take pot shots and, destroy a meeting that would otherwise have been a great meeting. And I have had multiple parents, because of some of the things that have gone on, that will not come to a meeting even if their child's recognized. So civility does matter wherever we want to put that comment, as long as we hold people to that.
And if I remember correctly, after that occurred, then they would all leave, make the comments, leave, and then we would deal with the fallout afterwards. Okay, all right.
I'd like to comment if possible.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
I agree with not having it in the beginning, because I do like that recognition of students be the spotlight of it and the focus. However, because we are focusing on the children, and sometimes these are parents with children who are literally in the meeting and they have to get them to bed and homework and all that, I ask that we do put it in the middle, after recognitions, after school spotlight, but before the non-consent agenda. I think that's a great spot for it.
So I think that was implied, was that implied, that we would put it after the recognitions?
Yes.
Anyway?
Yes.
That was, I think, implied in the initial, that was my thought, that it was implied in the initial discussion. That was my thought. If it was approved, that's where I was going to put it here. Basically be at 7. Okay, all right. So, any other discussion on?
Chairman?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
As the maker of the amendment, I haven't had a chance to speak to it.
Go right ahead.
So I have never, ever suggested having public comment occur at the beginning of the meeting. It is appropriate, I think, to have it after all the recognitions, as some of you have already stated. As we've seen, and as we will see tonight, the public recognitions have gone a long, long time. And I certainly support all the recognitions that we do. I do think maybe we could split them up between the cow and the regular meeting so that we don't force people to wait 2+ hours with fussing babies in their arms to get their chance to speak. So that's my genesis for bringing forth the amendment. I do understand the legal purpose for the board meeting is to conduct the business of the board. However, we do have stakeholders and parents and children that we are responsible to and we should be respectful to. And we, as elected officials, are subject to public scrutiny. And so having it occur certainly after the public has left is certainly appropriate. But I still think it is important that we show due respect to the public and not making them wait 2 and then 2.5 hours in a room like this every month. Thank you.
Okay, any other comments? Anyone else that hasn't spoke? Go ahead, Mr. Hoke.
I think that the agenda has been put out a week in advance, if I'm not mistaken, and people know that there's a lot on the agenda tonight. And as far as I'm concerned, the public comments could stay at the end. We need to get our recognitions that we're here for the kids, to recognize them for the goals that they've done. And I think that's what we need to do. And, the parents know that that's what's coming at the end. It has been at the end. I think we need to leave it there.
Okay. Let's go through everyone first, just to make sure. Anyone else want to comment on it? And then we'll.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, you haven't
Just
spoken,
for-
Cindy. Go ahead, Ms. Haynes. Sorry.
Just for clarification, are we talking about tonight's?
Just tonight,
Okay.
just
Thank
tonight,
you.
just tonight. Anything else? Anyone that hasn't spoken? I think everyone has. So, Ms.
Chairman.
Sloan, go ahead.
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I would ask, I think we can do this. It would be nice to know, out of all the people that have spoke over the past year or so, how many were actually parents. And they may live in our county, but are they a parent? We've had and I think if we count, we've had very few students and/or true parents step up to the mic. It seems to be a faction of individuals, but I can assure you that you as a board like me, we get public comment every day. I go in every morning and spend 30 minutes answering public comment, and those are actually our customers. So again, I mean, I don't disagree moving it, even if y'all decide later on to move it to the middle, but tonight it is very long. We have talked about splitting it up in Cal, and something come up, we'll go back and revisit that. But yes, it would make it a lot easier on all of us to split it up.
Any quick second comments? Mr. Sloan?
If we're gonna leave it at the end of the meeting, we could move our required time to sign in to later, so they could get here later, sign in, and then speak. Because right now, they gotta sign in at 6 o'clock, correct?
Right.
And wait till 8, 9 o'clock to speak.
That would be correct, sir.
Chairman?
Quickly.
With the superintendent's comments, yes, it is important for parents with children in the school district to speak to us. I mean, they're our primary stakeholder. But last month, a parent had to leave because it was over 2 hours and she had to leave. And we've had other months where parents have to leave. So if they are our primary stakeholder and we want to hear from them, so then let's just not, let's not disenfranchise them by making them wait so long.
Okay, so any other quick second comments? Okay, I think we're through, so we need to have a vote. I'm going to call for a vote. So this will be on the moving the public comments to number 7. Since we have no school spotlight this time, we'll put it in number 7. All those in favor of moving school spotlight to number 7, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that was, Kevin, you were yay?
School spotlight to number 7, but public comment.
Public comment to number 7. Public comment number 7.
Public.
Public comment, okay. And all those opposed, nay? I think that would be 2, so it's 5-2, so it has passed. So public comment will now be at 7. Secondarily, we had a request to include board member comments at the end, so if approved, that would be at 9, if approved. So quickly, do we have any comments on that by board member? We have a motion for that, and we have a second, so we need to do comments on that. Quickly, yes, sir.
As far as anyone can remember, board member comments were a feature of every board meeting near the end. And as currently set up, we are only permitted to speak during the individual agenda items on that specific agenda item. We don't have a vehicle to suggest new topics. We don't have a vehicle to ask any questions or offer any insights or to bring forth any topics of public interest regarding public education. And that's is a perfect example of why board member comments would be appropriate. Additionally, if one were to visit a school or meet with a teacher or to see what's going on at one of the facilities, we don't even have a way to say thank you or to congratulate a teacher. We don't even have a vehicle to say, wow, what a great job South Iredell did at Wizard of Oz performance and all the students and the orchestra. We can't even express our appreciation and thanks because we don't have board member comments. And that is the reason why I'm asking to bring back board member comments.
So we have a comment in the yay for this. Do we have a comment in the nay? So we'll try to go back and forth on it. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. No comments in the nay. Any other comments in the yay? Go ahead, Ms. Sloan.
I would like to hear some comments for the nay. I've not heard a good reason for not having it yet.
Okay, so Mr. Sloan has made his comment. Anything else? Hearing nothing else, we'll go ahead and along with a vote. All those in favor of adding board member comments at 9, say yay. Yay. All those not in favor of adding board member comments to 9, say yay. This be not in favor, so against the motion. say, I guess it would be nay, I guess. Nay, I'll get it right. Nay. Okay, I will be nay. Nay, nay, and
I've passed the comment part of it, so I will say yay.
okay, so it's 4-3 in the nay, so there will not be board member comments at this meeting. Okay, so now we have an agenda with public comments at 7. We also have the addition of the archery student from North Iredell High School at B1. Any other adjustments to the agenda? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the agenda as posed. We have a motion to approve by Rhonda Hope. Do I have a second? We have a second by Mr. Kevin Angel. We'll just go ahead, I don't think there's any comments on this, so we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor of the agenda as posed, say yay.
Yay.
Yay. All opposed, all against the agenda as posed, say nay. Nay. We have one, so it's 6-1. Assuming, Mr. Kubinick, you voted in yay.
I voted yay.
Okay, I didn't know. I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. We now are ready to go into closed session. So, Mr. Hoke, actually, I'll let him do it. Normally, we have the vice chair do it, but since you're, okay. You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I move the board go into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute, Section 143-318.11 for the following reasons. Under subsection A1, to discuss matters that are confidential under law, specifically personnel matters under NCGS 115C-319 and/or student matters under 20 U.S.C. Section 1232G. Also, under subsection A3, to consult with the board's attorney in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege, and under subsection A5, to instruct the board staff or agents on negotiating the purchase of real property.
Okay. Do I have a second for going into closed session?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Sloan. He beat you to it, Ms. Haynes. He's a quick on the draw there.
Yes.
All right. All those in favor and go in closed session, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None opposed. 7-0. We are now in closed session.